Yo, what's good, y'all boys? Welcome back to another settings video for Nintendo Switch or any console or PC if you want. This applies to all platforms. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it real quick. The best setting to have on, Code Red Panda, if my thing would load. You know, the Switch is laggy sometimes, but that's alright. We got a little whip in this shop. If you guys are buying anything, Code Red Panda, hashtag ad. It helps me out a lot, if you want to, of course. So the first settings tip I actually have is you're gonna want to go to your locker and check out your pickaxes, alright? So there, I'm gonna show you guys some like pickaxes that give you less delay. So all of these pickaxes, except for the Leviathan axe and the Golden King, will give you less delay. I don't know why I have these favorited, especially this one. These are just like pickaxes I like, but these pickaxes, besides the Leviathan axe, they'll all give you less delay. So make sure you're rocking one of those. And next tip I have is take off all your wraps. I don't know why I have wraps on some of my guns. Hold on, let me try some real quick. There we go. Apply to all. Alright. Now I got no wraps on. I don't know why I had them on in the first place. And then I also recommend no back bling. Just like the less amount of stuff you have on is gonna give you more like frames because your Switch doesn't have to process all that stuff. So there you go. Just like that. Yeah, you want to have like the least amount of stuff selected in here. Like no music, no raps, no back bling, no contrail. And that's pretty much it. The other things that like you kind of need, you know. And then next up, we're just gonna go to the settings. Alright, so brightness, you want to have this at like basically normal settings unless you are colorblind. But if you're not colorblind, I don't think that having colorblind on is smart because it doesn't really help you. And honestly, I think the game is at its best when it's at the normal settings. So yeah, unless you're colorblind, make sure to have those on. And then show FPS. If you're on Switch especially, you want to have the setting off because like if you're on Switch or console, you already know you're getting like 60, 30, 120, and like, you know, there's no reason to have this on because you already know what frames you're getting. And then power saving mode, definitely have this off. People just think because there's the word saving that it's like helping you, but it's not, because to save power you have to lower your performance, and obviously you want the best performance unless you're playing like handheld or something on a flight. I don't know why you do that because you probably don't have Wi-Fi, but it's whatever. Toggle sprint, have this on. Obviously you don't want to have to like press a button to sprint every time you want to sprint. That's just annoying. Auto open doors, this is set, like this can get you out of some clutch or like some tough situations. Like if you accidentally edit a door, you don't have to like even like worry about pressing the button. You're just automatically out of your box. So that's very useful. Mantle activation, if you have this on hold forward, dude, you're just gonna be like jumping everywhere. It's so annoying. So make sure to have that on jump. Hold to swap pickup on, especially if you're on controller, you want to have hold to swap pickup on, because you know it just helps with your inventory management. Inventory management is so much harder on controller. But yeah, this is the ideal loadout for controller for inventory management. Oops, assault rifle. But yeah, I definitely recommend this. Why does it recommend unassigned? That's really weird. But yeah, I definitely recommend this. This is good if you're a controller player. If you're on PC, it might be a little different. Cause I know keyboard, you can like bind it to different things like your F key. But even for keyboard players, I still recommend that because I do play on keyboard. That's what I use anyways. But anyways, auto sort consumables to right, this kind of just matches with this, have it on, and then these three are off. Alright, reset building choice, this setting is literally so irrelevant if you're a fast builder, which even if you're not a fast builder, it's still irrelevant. I don't know why I said that. That's the most irrelevant setting there is. Alright, disable pre-edit option, you want to have this off. So a lot of people have this on because like they mess up a lot, but you know, sometimes you just gotta make mistakes. It's not gonna affect your gameplay. But if you have this off, your edits are going to be faster. So it's like, do you want to make a mistake every once in a while, or do you want faster edits? Obviously faster edits, you know. Turbo building on. You want to be a fast builder, of course. In this game, you can't survive without building. It's kind of obvious. And then, oops, I don't know why I just switched it. My bad. Alright, auto confirm edits. You want to have this on both. This is a newer setting, so most people probably don't have this on. So make sure to check right now if you have this setting on. Change it to both. And then you can just copy those down. Those are like creative settings. I'm not a creative builder. So reticle and reticle ammo indicator on. They're pretty useful, you know, I'd say. And then these, you want to have the least amount of information that you need. So cumulative and hit only. That way your system doesn't have to like process so much, so you get better FPS and better performance. The scale, I'd say like you could probably do 90. I'm gonna move mine down to 90. As long as you can read it, you'll be fine. The lower, the better frames you'll get, but you got to be able to read it, obviously, because you can't just like not know how much you hit. Anyways, HUD scale lower than 80, no matter what. The higher the HUD scale, the more delay you'll get. So just turn it down as much as you can to the point where like you think it looks good, but it's not too much pressure on your system. And then these are not good gyro settings. I actually did a gyro tutorial around a year ago, so make sure to check that out on my channel right now. You can just scroll back through the videos. Our controller auto run on, of course you wanna be as fast as possible. Don't want to have to worry about the sprint button like I said earlier. Build immediately, builder pro, of course you want to have fast builds. Edit hold time, you want to have the fastest edits. A lot of these are pretty obvious. Slide hold time around 0.1, and then reset camera axis. Nobody really uses that, but if you do use it, I'd say both. I don't know why I had that on pitch. Alright, reset camera time 0 if you do use reset camera time. It's a really underrated setting. I don't use it personally, but it is a pretty underrated setting. It's just like there's not enough buttons on the controller to use it. If I had more buttons on my controller, I would definitely use it. So vibration off, that's literally the most annoying setting. Alright, for my sensitivity, make sure you have advanced options on before you do anything. I don't know why they say use with caution, as if it's going to be like the death of you to use advanced sensitivity or something. But yeah, so build mode, this is like average for controller players. 2.1, perfect, I think. And then 42, perfect. Anywhere between like 35 and 45, perfect. Boost, trust me, if you have boost on and you think you're good with it, just try playing without it for like a week. You're gonna be so much better, so much smoother. Like if you have boost on, turn it off. 0% on all these boost settings, no matter what. Same thing with these boost settings. All 4 of these, and then those 3 up there. And then aim speed around 12 is good. Look dampening time. This is like a boost setting that most people don't know they have on. Because if you have like even 0.01, that means you have this setting on. So make sure you have it on 0. Alright. Because that setting is going to be messing up your builds. Like you're going to look so choppy if you have that on. Just turn it off. Get used to it. Trust me. Obviously aim assist 100. Linear is still the best. And then yeah. Alright. Next thing, there is 2 underrated settings in here. You want to have your subtitles all the way down. This just means your system doesn't have to process as much, so you can get better performance. Make sure it's these exact settings, you'll get the best performance. And then visualize sound effect is very underrated. I've been using that for like 3 years ago. 3 years now, my bad. Alright, you guys can just go ahead and copy these. Obviously, L stick edit if you're not a claw player. I honestly don't know anybody who plays claw right now, but if you do, good for you. But yeah, if you're not on claw, L stick edit. And then you guys can just copy these settings. Make sure you have like builder pro binds. I have builder pro binds. And edit, only thing I'll say here is make sure your confirm button is separate from your edit button. I'd recommend ZL because it's a very easy button to tap. Trust me, it's hard to explain what it does, but you'll notice in game. It's gonna take a little getting used to, but yeah. Alright, those are those settings. Post party, I actually recorded a video on how to record with post party. If you want to make your own montage on Switch, make sure to check that out. But yeah, boys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Use code RPANDA #.